So we're going to jump into the match now, and obviously, A Gaming, they're going to want to get at least this pistol around to try to get them those 3 easy rounds, because as soon as they start entering the buy round territory, NIP could very quickly start making this economic edge that can just be overwhelming, that they can never ever force an eco, and then when they eventually do win a round, it's just still, or the game is completely in the control of NIP. So let's have a look now. We do have AE Gaming slowly making their way through lobby for a ramp push. Fiftherin is there, not in a position to drop down though. They're going to go and take the jewels, and Cyber Focus is going to take down Forest. So NIP trying to stand instead of falling back. They're going to get taken out, and now it's left to Freiburg, Get Right, and Exist to try to go down and play on the lower side, or have positions where they can easily drop down to defend. But AE Gaming are doing the smart thing. They're just chilling right now. They're just delaying. They're just making NIP guess, putting some people up heaven here, and they're going to take down Exist quite easily. NIP down to Get Right now. None of the players from A Gaming have died. They've all taken substantial damage, but none are dead yet. Get Right going to get the first kill onto Sleeper, but the bomb is going to go down. There is no kit on Get Right. He's going to take the second kill, but time is really of the essence here. Again, no kit at all to speak of for Get Right. So he's already being delayed too long here, and it looks like A Gaming might just pick up this pistol round. Get Right though, let's see if he can do any more damage. Just trying to see if he can work in some more kills at least. And obviously that will help, give him an extra $300 so each time he gets a frag. But good stuff there from A Gaming, just winning the jewels. I mean, you could always criticize NIP to try to stand and fight instead of dropping down to the lower site against, a Glock train with the USPs and stuff. But either way, it is what it is, and we're going to see Get Right picking up a scout as the rest of his teammates do invest in some pistols. We see that their money obviously isn't completely gone, but quite a heavy investment here for them. And NIP right now, just check out Get Right. Just watching outside with that scout, as you'd expect. And we have the typical anti-eco situation for A Gaming, where they're just chilling in lobby, making sure that NIP don't do anything crazy, and if they do, they're able to deal with it. As we see Smike dropping off the silo, and I imagine this means that they're gonna, yep, indeed, they're gonna go towards ramp at the moment. And we do have Get Right there with the scout, rotating from outside, understanding that A Gaming aren't really pushing or pressuring outside anymore, and NIP putting the players in the right places, but can they put their crosshairs in the right places as well and get those frags? We're going to see A Gaming go for the take right now, and Get Right evacuated the area. They're playing a very good style at the moment, RNIP. They're just letting A Gaming kind of move how they want to. We've got Fiftherin boosted up in this spot here with the 5-7. So this could be pretty damn good here for the Swedes. A Gaming going to move their way into the lower site, and Fiftherin are going to take down one frag already. So good work being done by Fiftherin. NIP get to defend with their setup on the lower site that they're prepared for. Exist over in long. 2 players have fallen now though as the bomb goes down, and Exist trying to get the shots through the smoke. Significant damage done to the planter, but the bomb will go down. Get Right in from the back, gonna get the shot onto Cyber Focus, and we're in a 3-on-2 in favor of NIP. In goes Smike though onto Get Right with the spray down, and Freiburg and Exist are the last men standing. But a lot of damage done in this round already, and that has certainly justified the investment that they made. But can they do any more? Can they force all players of A Gaming to actually die here? Looks like Freiburg's going to get the kill. And there you go. Looks like only Smike will survive. So, lots of damage done by NIP. And a great round from them. I mean, we could see them, slowly reading the movement constantly of A Gaming. Slowly falling back. Trying to go for the team play setups on the lower site. Which is, definitely one of probably the strongest thing they could have done. And they had a really good shot at winning the round from it too. So obviously, we're going to see the eco coming in from them now. But we just check the money again. We can see how low A Gaming is on money. And this is definitely going to allow NIP, once they do get their gun round in, if things go well. Oh, we're going to see the little boost here from Fiftherin and Forest. This is something that they do a lot of the time. Wow, they got it first time. Everyone, round of applause. They got it first time. Awesome stuff. I saw them do that at a LAN and try it like 4 times in a row before they got it. But Forest, very, very strong position here. Obviously holding on to that 5-7, quite deadly. Let's see if he's able to pick anything up from this. Right at the moment, he's going to get some kill. Yeah, nice, get a kill onto Robo. The gun is going to be dropped, but A Gaming might be cognizant of this and try to protect it. Looks like they are hanging around that area, and NIP don't want to risk going for it. Get Right going to get taken down, peeking into outside. So all he's going to see is one player there. And NIP don't really have enough information to really make a call just yet. Seeper trying to take down Forest. Forest distracting them right now. Enough for Fifthrin to get a quick kill, and a lot of damage again being done by NIP with these positions. Look at Forest go up there on that pipe. Just loads of damage done, and Cyber Focus putting a buckshot into his teammate's legs there as he jumps past as they converge on the lower site. And we do have NIP now with Freiberg left alive. You can see Freiberg there with the P2000. And it's possible for him to pick up a kill here, considering how weak Cyber Focus is, and just, you know, a one-shot onto Smike's head could be enough damage from the P2000 at the right range. So to see if Freiberg's able to pick anything up. But they've already done enough damage, actually, to be really happy with their performance. I mean, they got 2 kills in that round, they got 4 kills in the previous round, and now we're going to see their buy, and you're going to have 2 rebuys coming in for A Gaming. And generally speaking, the money situation is pretty bad for A Gaming. I mean, if they lose this round, they're going to be on an eco, unless they get the bomb down. But even so, if they get the bomb down, their money is still going to be... They should still eco, basically. So, NIP, with the rifle setup now, we'll have to see how they decide to play this. We do have Get Right as the man kind of closest to outside, but he's playing it from main. So this means that, you know, he's going to have a lot of info when it comes to the sound and maybe some peaks here, and that's going to allow them to know what's going on outside. But they're going to want to, you know, just let them take a secret, let them go outside if they want, and instead play some good setups on the upper and lower site, all together with the rifles, which is a brilliant style that NIP, you know, something that NIP is really good at. So far, A Gaming just taking it slow. We do have them moving outside, making sure that they don't run into any nasty surprises. Freiberg, oh, there we go. Does on a lot of damage onto Smike, actually, dropping him to 45 health. And Fifthrin spotting here. Oh, he's going to get the pick, actually, onto Seeper. Great work there by Fifthrin. And that is definitely going to deter A Gaming from wanting to find any more action on ramp. And Gerard going to spot one player through the smoke there, just rattling off that AK. Forest is the one that was fighting him from kind of the window position, and slowly but surely A Gaming trying to make their picks are running into these brilliantly held angles by NIP, and now they're deciding what looks like this movement from Cyber Focus just to save the AWP, and Arch is just going to just camp in lobby, see if he can get a frag. So, you know, obviously no time left in the round as well. So really well done by NIP. This setup held really well. I mean, they didn't give up anything. They had really defensive positions. These are positions that are very common for them. This is their very standard rifle play. You know, usually we have, you know, Fifthrin and Forest. They go into this area together towards ramp, and you know, mid-round, or rather, as they get to mid-round, if Fifthrin doesn't see anything, Forest kind of goes back to the window room, and you have Get Right here in main, able to spot, and generally they just play a really tight setup that allows them to quickly rotate below the sites, and they're always kind of together, able to cover one another, or get trade kills. So generally speaking, very tight stuff from NIP to pick up that round. A Gaming, obviously, with the AWP still in Cyber Focus, gonna have to see if he's gonna get the pick. He does get the pick onto Exist through the smoke. Well played to Cyber Focus. Could perhaps be the star player for A Gaming from what we've seen in recent times. Definitely the guy who creates a lot of awesome shots with the AWP. And it looks like Smike's going to get caught out by Get Right's position. And NIP's Fifthrin going to just re-smoke ramp. Just delay A Gaming. You can see that they are very hard-pressed to find a way in right now. At the very least for them, you know, they got the 3 rounds out of winning that pistol. But NIP is starting to really put the game on lock. Obviously, just these PT50s as they wait for the smoke to go away. And definitely Cyber Focus has a big responsibility here to try to get a pick for them to actually make this push work. And as we can see, Fifthrin's already actually gone down. You can see Fifthrin there. He's going to be in Toxic. And he's there in plenty of time, so that they won't have heard that. So that they have no idea whether he's long or Toxic or Vents even, or actually on the site itself. So ramp is obviously risky, as NIP are already ready to set up for this. Look at this. They're going to go through the vents now. They've already got Fifthrin in Toxic. He's going to be able to prevent a plant. And they can see him just sitting in that position waiting. And they can really bait him right now. And there it is. He's going to get the planter. And there comes a crossfire in as well as Fifthrin gets a double. We got Cyber Focus again, just shooting his teammate, jumping into his back. Very tense are these players from A Gaming. And NIP with a really good hold once again. They are just making it impossible for A Gaming to find an avenue with which to attack a site. Unless we see some big upper rush or something like that, A Gaming going to find it hard to actually get their feet planted firmly on the site with a plant. So 3-2 now as NIP start to really bring that momentum back. So once again, we have to see how A Gaming decide to take this round. Obviously, they haven't tried a huge amount just yet. It's only 6 rounds in. So Focus going to get boosted here as he gets his teammate spotting over the box. And so far, he's not going to see anything. Obviously, we know that NIP have no AWPs. And this is something that should be very likely for A Gaming to predict, as NIP are not going to rebuy into AWPs unless, for no reason. That's just kind of a waste considering how good their rifle setups are. It's not like they need to buy an AWP all of a sudden when they haven't lost any players. And their money is quite low. So NIP, a team that doesn't often go for risky investments, playing so damn well with these rifles. And Cyberfocus might just find himself a pick here, and he does on the outside, does get the pick onto Get Right as they slowly make their way down Secret. This is looking really good right now for A Gaming, as they really need to take control of Long right now. We've got Forest in a good position. Robo going to be the first man to clear out Long. So A Gaming, they have Long. This is really, really good for them now. That's going to really help them get the bomb down. Smike there, going to have to backstab Freiberg very quickly before he does damage. In comes Forest as well. They take down the planter. NIP with fantastic angles across the site to take these players out. The bomb doesn't get dropped. Forest with another frag. And now it's just Cyberfocus left against 3 with that AWP in his hands. Flash coming in, has to get out of there. But Cyberfocus for the repeat does get taken out by Exist. And there's the AWP pickup. And that is great stuff there from NIP. It was a nice pick moving down the Secret from Cyberfocus, but they needed more to work with. NIP, they were just sat there ready for it. And that's kind of, again, once again, it's the strength of playing that very tight rifle style where you don't really have any players kind of expanding out onto the map too much, but everyone stays very kind of contracted around the A-bomb site, able to quickly switch between the sites, get down to Secret and Long and vents very, very quickly. And now, of course, we see the eco coming in for A Gaming once more. And now they're going to know that NIP has an AWP in the mix. They just heard it, and Get Right's doing it from outside. And we're going to find just a pixel of Smike's head right there for a lovely kill. And yeah, generally speaking, from what I've seen from NIP's games, they don't tend to invest in AWP unless it's looking really good for them, or unless they've got a read on the team and they can decide that it's quite a strong play to make. Usually they actually find it, as we saw now, where they're able to get the kill on an AWPer and then pick it up and take it. Instead of investing in one, they get a really cost-efficient way to pick up the AWP by starting out with rifles and playing the rifle setup. And obviously they know how to play with the AWPs as well. So Get Right doing outside at the moment, and we see A Gaming not picking up the AWP on Cyberfocus, a bit too poor. So we're going to see them rocking the AKs. They've got full nades. So let's see what they have to show us in this round, because there's obviously a lot possible. We haven't seen a lot of the outside play with the outside smokes, the wall of smokes. You can do it with 2 smokes. And it looks like it's Robo pulling out the smoke. He's just going to try to boost his teammate and again try to just play with the outside there, see if they can get some position. And generally speaking, it looks like a very standard round here from A Gaming, as they just play with the lobby, the radio, get as much map control as they can away from NIP. And that's an interesting smoke there. Where does that go exactly? We have to find out. Let's have a look. Okay, so it actually covers T-Red. So very interesting smoke there. So they have a very interesting wall of smoke setup, which takes 3 smokes, I think that is, instead of the 2. And that completely covers Secret. Now NIP don't know. They could be down Secret. There could be no one there as well. So Get Right just decides to fall back so that he can play closer to Hell, play closer to his teammates. And we see A Gaming going for the push and wrap. Really nice stuff here from A Gaming, trying to deceive NIP. And in comes the push, hoping that NIP had actually removed players from here. Get Right going to have a fast response from Window to get the first kill. There's the second from Get Right. And that AWP is just proving so good in his hands right now. Seeper going to get the kill onto Freiberg. And Forest, he's there on the angle as well. Look how good their responses are. They just have the setups always. It is actually just phenomenal how well they respond to the way that A Gaming is moving through the map. And yeah, I think the idea for them was, with those outside smokes and a little bit of pressure there, showing some presence, to actually force a rotation from Fifler in, not necessarily immediately, but to have him moving when they came into the ramp room, so he wasn't already in a position. They didn't find that, but they did get the kill anyway. But Get Right coming in with some huge kills with that AWP, definitely going to help them. as we go into a round here where Cyberfocus is just on a deagle. And just scrap together a bit of a buy here. They don't have full nades either. Do have 3 smokes though, so they could use those for outside again. And something that Titan or Very Games used to do all the time, and which was really cool, is always have the 2 smokes for the wall of smokes planted outside. Just to always open every round like that, because if you're in a situation like that as a CTs, you always see those smokes. You don't know if someone's there. There could be the entire team there, or there could be no one there. They could be walking through the smoke. You just don't know. And that level of obscurity is really, really beneficial to kind of just making a situation where they feel like they have to be everywhere. They can't make a decision on how to defend where because they don't know exactly where you're going to be until it's too late, which is kind of the idea behind that. And A Gaming setting up for a delayed upper take here, and we're going to have to see whether Exist is going to come out huge here. He's on the hut roof. This is like the perfect position actually to deal with this. Gets 2 kills very quickly. Robo does get the return, and great entry from Arch there. There is players oncoming from Heaven and Main, and Arch will not survive. NIP getting another round. So obviously on the full plus 3,400 here from for A Gaming, having lost more than 5 in a row now, or more than 5 in a row. And NIP, they don't look like they are shaky in any sense at all. They're very sturdy on these defenses. They look incredibly controlled, and A Gaming haven't yet found a way to break any of their setups. And I think the beauty of what NIP has been doing is just in how well they respond to the movement of A Gaming. It's not that they just have a default setup, it's that they're constantly finding out, okay, where are they moving, and they have so many different setups that work very, very well, and that are very tactically proficient to actually stop pushes, depending on where they've read the movement of the opponents. And Forest actually goes for a bit of a poke on the outer catwalk there. It does actually take down Smike. So Get Right has outside unlock as well. And A Gaming sitting in lobby. And Get Right with another great kill here. I don't know if I've seen him actually just work with the AWP so well in recent times as in this game against A Gaming, but this looks like, once again, NIP are over this. They've actually got the flank coming in from lobby. We see Freiburg coming in from the back here from Radio, just picking up kills left, right, and center. And another very easy round here for NIP. 7-3 right now, and we're going to see more of the same from NIP, more of the same. Just reading the map well, reading the opponents well, and making very good safe calls. And executing, of course, very, very well. A Gaming, on the other hand, there's lots of plays that on this map that they could have in their bag of tricks if they, have sat down on an empty server together, worked out all the perfect smokes and flashes for certain set plays. But so far, the picking style hasn't been working for them. Get Right outside's been just unstoppable. Fifth Run's been pretty strong actually on the picks when it comes to any ramp battles. And the delayed takes without these grenades, they don't seem to be working quite well for A Gaming either. Gonna see them just run in kamikaze style with their pistol round and with their eco round. And obviously another easy cleanup here for NIP. So business as usual for the Swedes. Business as usual. Gonna see Cyberfocus picking up the AWP again. Let's see if he's able to contest Get Right, who is definitely racking up those kills at the moment. He's been holding on to that AWP since like the 4th round, basically, or something like that. 4th, 5th, maybe 5th, 6th round. Been holding on for quite some time at least, and definitely been performing with it. So let's check out what Cyberfocus is going. Looks like he's kind of getting naded out of any potential shots early round here with the AWP onto outside. But going to toss over the smoke for the wall of smoke outside, which is good stuff there. Let's see if he's able to make a pick towards main here through the door. Let's have a look. Gonna go for the peek, and Get Right's already there. It's like he knows. It's like he has a sixth sense. He knows exactly what's gonna happen, and he's always there in time. Cyberfocus completely shut down, and now A Gaming stuck in lobby. They're waiting perhaps for a call, as once again the picking style didn't work out for them. Get Right over there in main. Just being a nuisance with the AWP. In comes A Gaming for the push there. Entry from Robo onto Freiburg up on the dog walk, but looks like Exist going to come in from the lobby to try to shut down the remaining player, Arch, over by Squeaky. And he's going to go down, and we're going to see ourselves 9-3. Nasty scoreline here in favor of NIP. Just completely steamrolling A Gaming right now. After that pistol round was won by A Gaming, after the the couple free ones that they got. And to be honest, those weren't exactly free rounds. NIP did insane amounts of damage, killing 4 on the first pistol round where I think they invested in like a Deagle and 5.7 or 2 and a Scout and stuff, but they left some money over, and then on the round after that they did loads of economic damage again. So it's been, even in the rounds which should be a bit more free for A Gaming, it's been a big struggle from the titans that are NIP, the champions NIP. So once again, going to see this smoke which covers the outside of T-Red. So this is obviously a smoke setup for outside that they run a lot. And I think last time we saw that it was like a 3 smoke affair, and GetRight going to pick up a kill already. So going for this strategy, last time they're able to actually do a ramp push from this, but this time it looks like they wanted to kind of actually take a few players down secret. But NIP, big presence outside. GetRight already with that opening pick, and they are falling like flies at the moment. Smike is able to take down Assist, but the trades are coming in. Robo going to put it to a 2-on-3, but GetRight is there. He's ready, and he pulls the trigger, and Robo goes down. And we do have Arch left in the 1-on-3. So Archie going to come into the upper bomb site. Obviously that bomb is dropped outside with 30 seconds left. And Arch is just going to try to take it easy, take it slow, see what he can accomplish here from this position. That bomb's so far away, he's going to have to make noise to actually get there in time to actually hope to have a time to plant as well. He knows if he makes noise at this point, he ruins his element of surprise, and that ruins his potential chance to get a kill. And so he's just going to play it slow, play it easy, and perhaps go for the survival here. And indeed, he's going to be able to save this this AK-47. And having lost so many rounds in a row, I mean, obviously, the saving doesn't mean that much, but at the same time, look at NIP's bank. He's not going to do any economic damage, so he might as well go for the save there. Just overall, a very awkward position for A Gaming is something at the start of the game that I was afraid of, that NIP would get to this stage where their bank would be just uncontestable. That even if A Gaming were to win a round now, that they're not going to get that eco next round. I'm going to see actually Freiburg picking up an AUG. So that's pretty cool, pretty nice skin. The chameleon. See what he's able to accomplish with that. NIP, you can also notice that despite the fact that they quite clearly understand that they're like outskilling these players. As we see Robo get an entry onto Freiburg to hold that fort. Let's see what A Gaming can pull together off of this. But Fifferen goes aggressive there into the Molotov, picks off C-Pro over in Radio, falls back now. So NIP lose a man on an entry, and then they expand in another position in ramp to find themselves a pick, making it even once again. Really good stuff here from the Swedes. And Smike up on the silo, still looking for picks. GetRight going to drop him. And we have 3 players left for A Gaming. They're in a position now where they have to try to create an opportunity together. Someone's got to go out at very overwhelmingly bad odds and try to make an entry happen. That's the only way this can go right now. And they got to just power through off the back of that. Looks like Exist going to spray down 2, and there is the triple. Or rather, actually, Forrest taking that last kill. But generally speaking, you can see how NIP isn't getting carried away at all. They're not like pushing random spots. They are sticking tight to their setup. They're sticking tight to their game. This is part of the reason why they are a champion level team, is because they have this same approach despite picking up 3 AUGs. All right, so maybe a little bit of trollishness coming in, but despite that, we see such a methodical approach from them where they treat all the opponents the same. They're not just going to rush them because they're like, well, we have better skill. They're just going to treat them all the same, give them the same amount of respect that they'd give an upper echelon team. And they're just going to play it calm and collected and not go nuts. Let's see Robo going for the entry here. Exist does actually go down. Unable to really connect very much. Freiburg does get the return though over on Huts. And Cyber Focus. Ooh, a lot of damage dealt to Fifferen there, but they still haven't really gained any ground just yet. They didn't get the frag on Fifferen. That would have been pretty huge. But they're still going to go for this. Fifferen back against the wall. Going to be getting killed by C-Pro. And this is going to allow A Gaming now to play for lower, but something that NIP can deal with very quickly. They're on the vents. We already see Forest down on the site. So A Gaming taking it slow, trying to keep their options open, perhaps going up heaven and going for the split on upper with C-Pro through Hut there. Not going to work out. It looks like NIP are just all over them. They can't do anything against these Swedes right now. Arch to get the kill, but it's going to be returned by Freiburg for a 12-3 half. Very, very dominant stuff. as one would expect, arguably one of NIP's best maps, if some would say it is their best map, and it's very much because of how dominant their CT side is. We can see how well they can play with a low economy. I mean, I think we saw on, for example, the second round after they lost the pistol, they're working with very poor weapons. They never ever extended. They always created the most optimal situations for the weapons that they were actually holding. And not only with just the weapons, so playing close range for pistols, for example, but they also played very tight team play setups on the lower site, just kind of slowly getting pushed down, never being out of position, always adapting to what A Gaming were doing and where they were moving. So this is one of the reasons why NIP is so good on this map. And we can see that another extra reason is that when GetRight finds an AWP and decides to play with it, that he's pretty damn strong with it, as one would expect. So we're going to jump into the second pistol round here. Pistol round of the second half. And A Gaming, obviously, if they lose this, then it is curtains for them. And I imagine that this would be the most one-sided potential matchup tonight, as we do have Hellraiser's LDLC after this, Titan Na'Vi after that, Hellraiser's Epsilon after that, and Titan ESC after that to finish off the night. So the following games are going to be very interesting for sure. And we got Robo going in for a quick peek here. Spots nothing lobby, but here's all the stepping. They know what NIP are doing. GetRight, though, on the flank. Going to take Robo out. And in goes the Glock train, taking control of that lower site. See Freiberg dropping arch. There is Cipro going to go down as well. Easy pistol round for NIP. Fisher on 1 HP, but no one lost. And we should see the 15-3 before the buy for A Gaming, unless they decide to actually force it up, which is possible. Well, okay, by buying here, I guess then they're deciding that they're not going to force it up next round to prevent the to try to play for the 16-14. So looks like by doing this, they're trying to play for the draw, I suppose. So we're going to have to see how this goes for them. NIP already getting the first kills from Freiberg. Pifferen coming in, P90. Very fast round. And NIP so far unchallenged. That's probably the best way to put it. Unchallenged. All right, so we do see, of course, the Eco coming in from A Gaming, and NIP are going to have seen what their buy was like, so they might actually feel like they can get a bit more aggressive here, because it's unlikely that there's going to be an investment in P250s or anything like that. So they don't have to really worry about that. So they could actually, NIP could actually get very aggressive with this round if they want just kind of rush areas with the P90s and stuff. So they don't have to really worry about getting one shot exactly. But they are just taking it easy so far. Over in lobby, expanding outside a little bit. Fifth are going to get the first pick there. Exists on the outside as well. So just slowly finding the picks, and they all fall like dominoes, and as easy as that. And now A Gaming, they get their round to try to keep that candle burning. But NIP are looking really good. Not even going to buy away from the P90s. So let's see how these P90s perform. Actually, I think GetRight kind of made the P90s. He didn't make them viable, but he showed that they were quite viable in some spots at ESL 1 in the very top level, and so that is really interesting. But hold that thought as we do get the push coming in right now from NIP onto the upper bomb site. Freiberg gonna just get the opener on Robo. There goes Arch. Actually, there was some flash action there, some counter flashing. But I think we saw that Freiberg was blind for just a moment. But we do have Smike, and we just have Smike left. And he's against Fiffer. GetRight exists, going to go down. And very easy 16-3